Hi friends, I wanted to talk with you today about something that I have been working on. I began to realize that there were some changes that I needed to make in my life regarding chaos. Chaos over temporal things. And for me, it's always been when things are out of order and a big mess, I would describe it as feeling like there is an excess amount of noise. Clutter translates to noise for me. But it also translates to this underlying heaviness, anxiety, and just general uptightness because you're never really at rest when things are not in order. And I know this is going to sound like a crazy backpedaling on my recent video about perfectionism, but things need to be in order. They just need to not be twisted in a way that we become undone when things are not in order. Because I believe that we are here to learn how to create order, to govern our spaces. You could also look at it as being a steward, to govern our spaces, which then translates into being able to govern our thoughts and our minds and situations. When we can put small things in order, we can then turn around and put larger, bigger things and problems in order because we've practiced. And one of my favorite scriptures is found in the Book of Mormon, and it's found in Alma. It's quoted a lot. It's 37, 6 through 7. By small and simple things are great things brought to pass, and small means in many instances doth confound the wise. And so thinking, why do I need this tidied up? Why do I need my sock drawer tidy? Why do I need the junk drawer tidy? Why do I need the glasses in my cupboard tidy? Because those small and simple things lead to greater things. With each level of success you want to attain, it requires a higher level of order. And oftentimes you'll find that you can reach a certain level of success and then all of a sudden it's not working anymore. Well, you need to look around your life and see what needs to be put in order. And I know for me, sometimes it stresses me out. Like I saw this YouTube video the other day with this guy's workbench that was immaculate, and I got stressed out just looking at it, thinking, my life is so out of order. But if you think about it, how many of us have clean houses, but if you were to go and open a linen closet, open any other closet or a drawer, it would be chaos. You're hiding your chaos. The same with yourself. You present to the world a put together self, but on the inside, there's chaos and turmoil. So what this is just taking small little baby steps every day. So the first thing we want to focus on, number one, is creating order every day. And I'm obsessed with a Netflix show right now called Tidying Up with Marie Kondo. And it is amazing. Over the last 2 days, I went and cleaned out an armoire in my bedroom and a dresser. And I also started on some cabinets in the kitchen. And she has a really awesome process for how to create order and rules for how to create order that are really amazing. But last night, after everybody came home, I drug everyone in my room and opened up drawers and said, look at this. How does it feel? How does it make you feel to see this? Doesn't it feel amazing? I felt so amazing and peaceful on the inside having created order. And I didn't take a ton of time out of my day. I was able to move pretty fast through the process because I've already used other methods throughout the years of how to let go of things. So I'm pretty good at letting go of things. The running joke in my family is that I'm a little too good at letting go of things. If something's missing, mom threw it away. So that process isn't as hard for me. Just some really good tips for how to decide what to get rid of and what to keep, because she definitely does not suggest that you need to get rid of everything in your life, but everything needs a home. And I love how she talks about the feeling of things, the feeling of the environment, the feeling of gratitude we have for our things, and we have that gratitude, we want to take care of it. So we want to create order every day, some small way. I started with my sock drawer, then I went on to my t-shirts, then my jeans. So start somewhere. I would also say let your kids govern their own space. As far as a bedroom, it's hard to not want to get upset about that, at least for me. But what I've realized is that they need to be able to feel the difference between chaos and order. And so there are rules set in place for the family spaces that keep those things in order. And I would say you need to be able to set rules. And so number 2, you need to set rules to govern spaces. So how do we fold things? At what time of the day are we doing things? If you take a dish out of the kitchen, are dishes allowed to leave the kitchen? If they come out of the kitchen, when do they have to be back? What do you do with the dish when it comes in? Those kind of things that govern the space. Now, where you're going to get into a problem is when not everyone's on board with the rules. And for a perfectionist, that's hard because it's easy to get chaotic in your mind when the things aren't going the way you thought that they should, and to kind of come unglued, to come apart and think that yelling at people is a way to get them to follow the rules. And bringing that negative energy in is not going to help govern those rules or have respect for them. You know, you can always tell a person. There's just some people that you're around that you're like, I gotta do things a certain way when I'm around them. I don't even have to know what their rules are, and I know they have rules, right? So just being a person who is willing, if you're gonna set the rule, which you need to, first you need to create order every day. Second, you have to create rules. And third, you have to be willing to govern the rule. You can't set a rule, not follow it yourself, not follow up on it, and expect results. You have to be willing to govern the rule, which is where a lot of people fall short, myself included. And then you need to, number 4, be grateful for the opportunity to create order and be grateful for the things that you have. I love how she talks about respecting your things, and how you treat them shows respect to them. And so know that things cannot stay organized forever. And I think about when God created the earth, all parts of the creation. Number 1, he was grateful after each stage. I like how it says that it was good. So he was able to admire the work. It feels good. Like I went and showed everybody my stuff. This is good. This is amazing. But it fell into chaos at the fall. When Adam and Eve partook of the forbidden fruit, all of his creations fell into chaos. And so he didn't throw a hissy fit. He didn't say he's moving to an island by himself because nobody can keep the rules. And he still doesn't do that today, even though there's a lot more chaos going on. We just get reminders of the rules and the ability to feel the difference between chaos and order. And then, let's see, that's pretty much it. So take a moment every day. There's 5 things that you can do. Create a little bit of order every day. Set a rule to govern that space once you created that order. 3, follow up on it. You have to follow up on it and manage the rule that you created for that space. Then you need to be thankful for the opportunity to create order and for the things that you have that you get to put into order. And number 5, you need to know that they cannot stay that way forever, that they will fall out of order, and it's okay It's not a reason to fall apart because things fall out of order. And what I love, I have another scripture here. In Matthew 25:23, it says, "Thou hast been faithful over a few things, I will make thee ruler over many things." And so when we learn to have order in small things, we can learn to govern larger things later, be stewards over larger things. And in Doctrine and Covenants, section 90, verse 18, it says, "Set in order your houses, keep slothfulness and uncleanness far from you." And so when we clear up our surroundings, we clear up our mind, we clear up our souls, we can solve problems better, we can find joy better, we can hear the voice of the Lord better. If we want to have more revelation, we have to clean up the noise around us, because the Spirit cannot dwell in unclean places. And if you think about what are unclean places, our minds can be unclean. They can be ungoverned. And so we're going to practice governing our mind and our thoughts by governing the things and spaces around us. And for some really good tips, I highly suggest the Netflix show, Tidying Up. It'll give you some great ideas. Take it slow. Remember, forgive yourself, forgive others, but make that valiant effort to create order and see what happens in your life. Thanks for watching.